Welcome back to my block. Today I'm standing at Bill Baggs State Park here in Key Biscayne. Behind me is the Cape Florida Lighthouse. This area has stood as a beacon of light for many years, but not only because of the lighthouse. Before the lighthouse was built, the Cape Florida was one of the places where slaves and black Seminoles boarded ships for the Bahamas. This was known as the Saltwater Railroad, a migration that began when Spain transferred its Florida territory to the United States. Spanish Florida had been a slave refuge until President Andrew Jackson, a slave supporter, invaded in 1818. When the Americans took over in 1819, the Adam-Onis Treaty prompted hundreds of blacks to begin migrating to the British-held Bahamas. When construction began in 1825 on the lighthouse, the Saltwater Railroad was compromised by the bright light. While the lighthouse was helpful to sailors offshore, it proved a setback to those seeking to escape Florida at night. On July 23, 1836, a band of Seminoles attacked the lighthouse. The lighthouse's keeper exchanged rifle fire with the Seminoles from the upper windows in the tower all day until the raiders approached the tower, setting fire to the door and a boarded-up window at ground level at night. From 1888 to 1893, the Cape Florida Lighthouse was leased by the United States Secretary of Treasury for a total of $1 to the Biscayne Bay Yacht Club for use as its headquarters. It was listed as the southernmost yacht club in the United States and the tallest in the world. After the lease expired, the yacht club moved to Coconut Grove, where it is still active. In 1898, in response to the growing tension with Spain over Cuba, the Cape Florida Lighthouse was briefly made U.S. Signal Station No. 4. The signal stations were established to provide an early warning of approach of a Spanish fleet. At the end of the 19th century, the land around the lighthouse belonged to Walters Davis. 10 years later, Davis sold his Key Biscayne property, including the lighthouse, to James Deering, international harvester heir and owner of the Villa Vizcaya. Beach erosion threatened to undermine the lighthouse, and records show that a quarter-mile of beach had washed away in front of it 90 years since the construction. The engineers built a concrete foundation with steel casing for the tower. Subsequent to the installation of the new foundation, the tower survived the eye wall of the 1926 Miami hurricane. In 1966, the southern third of Key Biscayne, including the lighthouse, was bought by the state of Florida. It established the land as Bill Baggs Cape Florida State Park, named for the editor of the Miami News, who had urged protection and helped arrange the deal for preservation of the land. The state restored the lighthouse tower and in 1969 constructed replicas of the keeper's dwellings. The lighthouse was relit in time for the Miami Centennial celebration in July of 1996. It is now owned and managed by the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. In 2004, a sign was installed to commemorate its part of the National Underground Railroad Network to Freedom Trail. Did you know about the history of the Cape Florida Lighthouse? Let me know in my comments below. Please like and share. And thanks for passing by my block.